You're going to meet inspiring women in their 50s who are all embracing freedom. Freedom to pursue motherhood later in life, freedom to dress as they wish, and freedom from those inner voices that say you can't do that at your age. Yes, you can. Our first guests know a thing or two about proudly owning their 50s. Their social media platforms and hundreds of thousands of followers and millions of views between them are built on helping other women feel their best no matter your age. I'm calling them my free over 50 birthday crew. Take a look at the party. Renae Olivia Raos, Elaine Davis, and Angelique Miles are not letting their age hold them back. In fact, they all found the freedom to pursue what they love in midlife. For Renae Olivia, it happened when she started to grow her family in her 40s. And at 48, she pursued her love of fashion, sharing tips with more than 300,000 followers on social media.
I'm embracing being 52 and dressing exactly how I feel comfortable and confident, no matter what my age is.
Elaine Davis says as a single mom of 2 kids, her job was to put her family first. But when she became an empty nester at the age of 50, she knew she had to do something for herself. So she started her fashion blog, Square Pearls.
I feel like women of my age, of a certain age like myself, are timeless and classy, but have a little edge to them. It's about feeling good about me right now at this current moment.
Angelique Miles worked with some of the biggest names in music. When she lost her job, she felt like her life was out of control.
The one thing I could control was my body and how I looked. I'm 57 years old and I am in the best shape of my life.
Season 1 of our show, she stopped by to share her Fit Over 50 philosophy.
I did everything. Bar classes, yoga, I ran a half marathon.
For these women in their 50s, life is just getting started. Wow, now that's a crew. Please welcome Renae Olivia Raos, Elaine Davis, and Angelique Miles. Come on out, crew. Hello, ladies. Welcome. Welcome to the party. Thank you so much for joining. Come on over here. Get a birthday hug. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I am not gonna pretend that I don't have 7 pairs of Spanx on. So I don't want anybody to think that this show is just about the outside, because for me, how it happens in here is how it happens everywhere. What were you looking for in your 50s?
Well, first of all, when you think about 50, it's so daunting, right? It's a daunting number. And so if you can get that out of your space.
What was daunting about it? Because I have a friend, and she said, I'm having a hard time admitting I'm 62. And I said, really? Like, what? I think I went through a little bit at 50, but also because I had a child, and I was like, oh God, I'm gonna be 199 and he'll be 4, and I won't be able to keep up. So I had that front of mind. What was it about in your 50s that was front of mind? What were you afraid of losing?
As a woman, you kind of are put a lot of pressure on with what you look like, with what the age is, and you can't do this now at 50. And so I felt like, oh wow, I can't wear a pink corset top at 50. Right. You know, like these are things that went through my mind. And when you get that out of your head and you kind of are like, I'm gonna embrace this and just like say, you know what, forget about the number. Wear what makes you feel happy, confident, and good about yourself.
And it's also about doing what makes you feel happy. We met after you'd lost a big job in record world, and part of your reset in your 50s was, how do I start over? I mean, we're not supposed to be starting over careers in your 50s. You're supposed to be settled in, but that's not the cards that life chose to deal you.
Right. For me, it was, the part was letting go of expectations I had for myself.
What were the expectations?
You know, I was an executive in the music industry, and I'd had a lot of success, and I expected to continue with that success. So when it ended, I was like, what do I do? Where do I go? So it was a very much a learning experience for me.
I know we have a lot of great male members of the Tam fam, but women, after a certain age, even in the workplace, we feel disposable.
Absolutely. When I was let go from my last job and couldn't get back in, that's how I got into fitness, because I had to find something that I had control of. I couldn't control when anyone called me back or emailed me back, but I can control getting up every day, going to the gym and working out and working on myself. And that's really what saved my life.
And it saved your life. And you don't mean that lightly.
No, not lightly. I was very depressed.
You had fallen into depression.
Absolutely. I'd lost job, friends, finances. I felt like I'd lost everything. And fitness was my go-to.
Fitness was your go-to and your reboot in life. Elaine, you are 59. You've had big life changes.
Yes.
What is the biggest? When I say big life changes, what comes to mind?
Menopause.
Now that's real talk. Menopause.
The biggest.
The big one. You know, when we had the honor of interviewing Michelle Obama, we talked about menopause, and she said, listen, the reality is you're blessed to be old enough to get there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I thought that was so beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, but the life change of menopause, what was that like? Because again, so many people think, oh gosh, now that's happened. I'm not the woman I once was.
Yeah, well, all the changes comes with being 50 scared me because I thought I would lose my youthfulness. Like, I'm a youthful spirit.
How did you see youthfulness? How were you defining it?
Having fun, laughing a lot, playing. Don't take yourself so serious.
And so you thought, okay, now I'm in my 50s, I'm gonna be taking myself so seriously.
Yeah.
Johnny, my hairstylist, likes to always say to me, I remember when you were fun. I'm like, no, I don't stay at the club until 4 a.m. and stagger into work, but I'm still fun.
Yeah, no, not just that type of fun, just everyday fun.
Yeah.
Like
Joy.
Joy. That's it.
Yeah.
Joy is the word. A lot of people, I see them just let life beat them down, especially women.
Because you
at a
start
certain
looking
age.
back at life of what, as the mom says, shoulda, woulda, coulda, or different things in life, and you forget. I think that's how I would define, because now I'm properly in my mid-50s, and I feel so joyful.
Yes.
I feel more than ever. I mean, I think I've had obviously, I know I've had a blessed life.
Yes.
But I was always working for things. And now I just receive joy.
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 Yes. Joy.
And it's also being able to bring out the joy in other people. Like, I love seeing other people laugh. I love laughing with people. And you were afraid that 50s were gonna take that away.
Yes, like on the way out, my daughter's here with me, and she said, when you get ready to go out, relax, because she know I wanted to come out dancing.
Okay, you're gonna come back from the commercial break dancing. Up next, my free over 50 birthday celebration continues. All are welcome to this party. I don't care who you are, where you're from. You are a friend of mine, and you get to come in VIP. Speaking of my friends, Bevy Smith on her attitude on aging. Take a look.
Happy birthday to my sister, Tamron Hall. Baby, you already know that I believe it gets greater later. And 50 is really when you come into yourself. Because I know, grown-ass woman alert is in full effect.
So I am 54 years old. Yes. And in my 50s, I feel freer than ever because why? I've been able to let go of worrying about what other people think about me.
There you have it. Sunny Austin of The View on her freedom in her 50s. We're back with our free over 50 birthday crew, Angelique, Elaine, and Renae Olivia, who all feel freer than ever in their 50s. So this conversation is the one we would really have over brunch, 2 mimosas in, and I'm gonna be very honest. And that means like all the people you really don't like are gone and your real friends are there. Elaine and Angelique, you're both single in your 50s.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you feel when I said that out loud?
I'm okay with it. I like being single.
Look at, see? I told you, we're 2 mimosas in and everybody's gone that we don't really like. Are you dating in your 50s?
Yes, I'm dating.
What is dating like in your 50s as opposed to your 30s?
Less inhibitions, probably less.
Oh,
like,
you
caring
heard
what
that?
people
Somebody
think.
said, what do we mean less inhibition?
Meaning because I'm single, I don't mind dating multiple people. Doesn't mean you're sleeping with everybody.
Yeah, you don't have to disclaimer. It's none of our business after that.
But you know, I mean,
You're on dating sites. How are you meeting men in your 50s?
do have a social life, so I go out. I meet people as I'm out.
Would you marry after 50 again?
Absolutely.
Again. Okay, so
I'm
everything
open
is on
to
the
it.
table.
Everything's on the table. I like being single. I wouldn't mind being married.
like
I
it.
don't mind being in a relationship.
I like it. Elaine?
I like the everything's on the table thing part. Like, I'm open. I'm not currently dating at this moment.
Can I ask why not?
Because the dating pool is trash.
At 59, is it because you have a very clear line of what you want and don't want?
I'm actually more open and have less demands and criteria than I had when I was young.
Really?
When I was young, you had to be X, Y, Z, work, do this, that, third. Now I'm like, I'm not even asking for that much.
Are you on dating sites?
Not as of late.
Not as of late.
No.
So at 59, would you be open to, like, marry? How do you define the long-term relationship? Because I was team, I didn't care, and it just kind of happened.
No, I care now.
You care now?
I mean, I want someone to help me, you know, zip up my my dress, you know, put my necklace on.
You know how happy I am you said that? Like, men out there, anybody, you understand the value? If you can clip on a necklace, if you can zip up a zip, if you can help me take my boots off at night.
Yes.
Renae Olivia, you were married later. You're married, but you married later.
Yeah, I didn't even meet my now husband until I was almost 39.
Okay.
So I did everything pretty much 10 years later than you're supposed to.
So at 39, what was your mentality going into the idea of getting married at 39? Because I mean, that is not late. I don't think 59 or 60 is late, but we're being honest, your society and the norms of what they see, the age you should be married.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Ohio, so a lot of my friends were married with kids in their 20s.
Yeah.
So that was, you know, something that I really wanted was a family, but I didn't need a man for that.
Yeah.
I said in my head, if I don't meet someone by 40, I'm gonna do it on my own.
Yeah.
So, and we're kind of the same. You had your child at 48.
Yeah.
I was 43 when my first kid and 47 on my second.
Wow.
So,
nice.
yeah. So, and they're beautiful and I love them so much.
Do you feel that, you know, being I call it late to the party parent, did it give you better perspective?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have been as good as a mom in my 20s because I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
I was so ready and so wanting it that maybe that helped. But I do want women to realize, like, don't put so much pressure on yourself because it really can be so hard. You can be so hard on yourself.
Yeah, and
Give
that's why
yourself some
I
grace.
wanted this show to be the theme of free over 50, not just for people who are over 50, but I wish I'd heard women laugh and talk like this on TV when I was in my 30s, but we need more of that affirmation that A, you're not alone, that your number is your age, but it's not your heart, it's not your journey, it's not the things in life that you should want, and it shouldn't determine that. So I appreciate you all so, so much. Thank you for sharing. And y'all not gonna be single after this show, I'm telling you that. Listen, that's a wrap on that. Thank you, I love you, I admire your resilience. And come back and see me for 53, 54, 55. We just gonna keep it going every year. Thank you. Give it up for our free over 50